Hey gang, it's Jay coming at you from the patio, and something kind of cool happened here a few weeks ago. I was contacted by a gear manufacturer that asked if I would be interested in reviewing some of their products. I've said in the past that that if I was going to do gear reviews, it was going to be things that I fully believe in, stuff that I use or manufacturers that I use that I firmly believe in, that works, and that I can 100% feel confident in doing an honest review, whether I like it or not. But to do an honest review, and I would prefer to do reviews on gear that works for me. So over the last year or so, I've had a couple companies contact me, and companies I've never heard of before, or companies that just pure junk, and I just said, no, or ignored it. But a couple weeks ago, OneTigris reached out to me, and they had said that had seen several of my videos recently, and the one specifically would have been the battle belt one with the OneTigris holster on it that I really like. And they asked if I'd be willing to do some, if they could send me some product to do some reviews on, and to just be fair and honest, that's all. So they gave me a couple of options, and the first piece of gear is going to be one of their EDC pouches. This is their horizontal EDC pouch, or it's called the Dragon Snail Pouch, the size medium. And there's tons of EDC pouches out there. Tons of companies make them. They all kind of do the same thing, right? They're all designed. They all have MOLLE on the back side of them for hooking onto a belt kit or a plate carrier, chest rig, or a backpack, things like that. I'm not a fan of the EDC pouch like this to carry on the outside of a pack. I prefer it to go inside of it, and it's not necessarily something that I would hang off of a belt or a plate carrier or chest rig, but I would and have experimented with some of these in the past from different manufacturers that you can use for kind of a general purpose thing, like a toolkit, flashlights, power chargers, knives, compasses, things like that. Was never really happy with using it for that purpose. But I'll tell you what, so they sent this one to me, and I thought to myself, what's my use here going to be for this, okay? And then it hit me, first aid kits. I'm big into medical. I have a lot of medical training in the past, and I feel very confident in my abilities, and I'm a firm believer that, first aid it's not cool and sexy, but it's a thing that you need to know. So what's the best way to make this into a first aid kit? Something that you can still keep in your pack. This isn't going to be your blowout kit or your trauma kit, but this is going to be your general first aid kit for throwing in your pack. I do a lot of stuff with scout groups, do a lot of stuff with my son, taking them out to camp. We have our own place that we go to. So what's something that I can toss in the backpack to use as that general first aid kit? Voila, the OneTigris Dragon Snail EDC pouch. Kind of a perfect setup for it. It is 7.5 inches wide, 5.5 inches tall, and 2 inches deep, okay? So it's not a big bag, it's not a little bag, it's not a tiny bag, but it's kind of like that right size for that general first aid kit to have in your pack. It's even small enough to fit in the lid of your backpack. So when I first got this, probably within the first 2 days, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and make a first aid kit out of this, and start carrying it tossing it in my pack, and do a few hikes with it, and see what we got to do, okay? So, did that. So, real quick, we'll do a full all the way around and then open it up. Back, obviously, you have your stitched MOLLE with your MOLLE straps that snap. So some of the MOLLE straps fold and tuck up inside, some Velcro. This has the snaps. I like the snaps. I've had the snap versions of multiple different pouches through the years, and it's always it's a little hard when you're weaving the MOLLE. It's hard to get that snap through sometimes, but a pair of needle nose pliers helps that a lot. But I think that works out well. I'm not using these specific Molly straps because of the way I'm utilizing it, but they're there. But something that I like for it is that you can shove stuff in the Molly, like here a pair of trauma shears that you can keep inside. This is a pair of small shears. You can always put a larger set of shears in it as well for keeping. That works out really nice there, okay? So you have that. The front you have a small Molly field as well. I'm going to assume they use that for adding additional pouches to it. Why you would add additional pouches, I don't know. But it's there. But I will tell you what I like using it for, and that is to put, and I do this with general kits and my IFAK that I keep on my gear. You can put a light stick in the side of it. You can put a Sharpie for taking notes or marking things. So you can add that stuff to it. So all that stuff's going to stay put when it's packed. So I like having some sort of a light source on it for marking a victim, especially at nighttime. And then I like having a Sharpie attached to it for being able to take notes. And when we open it up, you'll see why. And then you have a small Velcro field across the front. Obviously, you can do stuff like, you know, put your morale patches on it, your cool dude patches. I have my own cool dude patch. Do that, or you can mark it in the case that I'm using this for, in the context of it. Put your first aid markers on it, okay? So you have that Velcro field. You can even put a nameplate across it if you want to, but you have that field of Velcro there. That's a pretty good size. I think it is just over 5 inches by 2 inches, so that's a nice size for it. As we open it up, it is a full clamshell opening. As the zipper gets stuck on something that's in there. So it is a full clamshell opening, okay? Has these small little supports in there so that it doesn't fall all the way open, which that would be nice if you were going to wear it as a small, maybe a small everyday carry chest bag. That would be nice, because then when it's open, it is completely holding itself, so everything's not just dropping out. So that is a nice design feature on that. A lot of the old ones of these and some of the old ones that I've used from other companies, they don't do that. So that's a nice little detail for a inexpensive EDC pouch. So they do a mesh pocket on the back side. I think you guys can see that. So that's something there where, once again, it's a general first aid kit. You can keep a pressure bandage in there. This is a 6-inch. If you had 4-inchers, you could probably put 2 in there. There'd be enough room for that. So just a general, you know, mesh pouch there. No Velcro on the top, so it doesn't secure when you open it. When you close it, it just hangs open there. On the other side here, you have, well, here I'll show you what I have inside. I have a space blanket inside, a pair of gloves, because, you know, obviously you want to be able to protect yourself as well. But then you have kind of the classic pouch design on the front. You have these elastic bands, which are always great for holding stuff. So you can put rolled gauze in there. So there we have rolled gauze. I have a general boo-boo kit, which just has like Band-Aids, ointments, you know, triple antibiotic ointment, burn cream, poison ivy cream, stuff like that. So all that in there. But those elastic pouches are nice because it'll fit, you know, multiple size stuff. So that works out really well for that. And then in the back you have a larger pouch. And this is just going to be a nylon pouch. Same size as the mesh pouch. But there you can put larger things. I have a Ace bandage in there. I'm a big fan of Ace bandages. I think they work really well. I have another boo-boo kit. This has stuff, tweezers, antibiotic ointments, a whole bunch of moleskin. I think moleskin's really important to carry with you. Tweezers, if I didn't already say that. So, and then my medications in here. So stuff like ibuprofen, allergy medicine, you know, antihistamines. Advil is in there, cold and flu tablets. So all that stuff is in there. I have some water purification tablets in there as well. So that's a nice thing to have. And then I keep a, you know, I always have, I like to have some sort of a triage card or victim card in there that you can mark stuff off on, especially if you're you know, especially if it's a trauma event or a severe allergy reaction event, that you can keep with the person. I think it's good for marking all that stuff, and that's where that Sharpie comes in handy, right? So so yeah, that's what you have there. So when it's empty, it's real nice and skinny. I had it pretty heavy duty packed, and I think it worked out great for that. But like I said, I've been using this in my day pack. I've been out to camp a few times the last couple of weeks, and I've had it in my day pack to go out there, because I always end up taking some sort of a bag with me to, be prepared, right? But yeah, gang, I really think that this is a winner, and I'm not just saying that because they sent it to me, but I've been using it, and I think I found the perfect use for it, and that was as a general first aid kit. I'd recommend it for 20 or 22 bucks. I mean, that's what most of them go for. I think this is a good buy. They do it in multicam, black multicam, and I think all black. I'm not sure. I wish they did like Ranger green, foliage green, olive drab, but multicam obviously is super popular right now, so that's a winner. It is 500 denier Cordura. It does have YKK zippers to it, and it does come with the paracord for the cord pulls, or the zipper pulls. So I think we have a winner. OneTigris 500 denier Cordura Dragon Snail Pouch. So that's what I got. Gonna have another video coming up from them. I'm still putting it together. I need to make one more trip out to finish using it, and yeah, but OneTigris Dragon Snail Everyday Carry Pouch. This is my new first aid kit pouch. So anyways, that's it. That's all I got, guys. Links will be in the description down below. Good people, OneTigris. So I product number 1, winner. All right, so that's it. You guys take care. Stay tuned, and keep getting out there, keep training. Thanks a bunch.